And we're back. Anyway, okay, so I just realized that we missed one step from the one-piece jacket. Okay, and the one step is that our underarm notch is not where the two patterns connected, but half an inch forward. It actually says a quarter of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to measure a quarter of an inch, and this is where the notch will be. So don't use this as the notch on the side. Okay, remember this is going to blend in, connecting to the sleeve when we put it on. So that's why we need to move it here.
It's half an inch?
It's a quarter.
Why?
So just
It-
move the notch a quarter.
We don't have a notch. Let's make a notch. Okay, we missed that step, or I missed that step. I don't know why I give you handouts. You didn't even read it.
I read it.
I read it too.
Yeah, I know.
So then you would have figured out that that was missing.
I didn't get that far. So
I just
I
followed
read
what you did on the video. I read it.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to do the 3-panel style jacket. So the 3-panel jacket is the base for the design. The length is 7 inches below. We've done that. And the hem is curved, one button and a closure, two band, sleeve, rounded pocket, complete design, whatever. The 3-panel draft. Follow instructions given in the wraparound style, which we just did, page 488, and then return and continue in the draft. We did it, okay? We're super, super talented. So, it was a little sarcasm in that comment. Anyway, save it. Anyway, so repeat the square ruler placement on the front jacket, then shift the ruler half an inch as arrow indicates. Okay? So okay, so it's the same concept, but then we're going to shift the ruler once we get into the waist. So let's start with the first part. And that's why you need to have a complete armhole right here. So again, I'm going to not have the L square. So I'm going to move. I'm going to measure from the inner part of the curve. Remember, this is not my curve. This is my curve. Okay? I'm going to measure here half an inch. This is the beauty of these numbers. What I do is I find a place, like for example, I don't know if you guys can get this point that I do, but let's say for example, right here the measurement is at the top of the line of the number 5. So I put my line on the same, and it always would be lined up. You guys do that?
Yes.
Oh, you're so smart. Anyway, so I'm gonna make this line only from the waist down. Okay? I just wanted to have that measurement, but do it only from the waist down. Okay? It also said, remember this measured 5 inches down? We're gonna measure 5 inches down again. Same measurement. In this time, we're not gonna do 3/4, but we're gonna do half an inch. Half an inch and half an inch. And I'm gonna create this dart. Now, as you guys are going to extract all of these patterns, make sure that you don't end up having corners here. So you always have to blend it in, because the human body, it has soft curves. Not yet I've seen anybody with corners in their eye. Even if you chip your tooth, you have a little curve. See that right here I have a corner because this line coming straight and then it's going into a dart. So you're gonna get this ruler, you put it here and you blend it in, right? And then you flip it and you blend it in on the other side, because you shouldn't have corners. You put it on, you have these little pokey things. And the idea of eliminating a dart is we don't have those little pointy nipples that the end of a dart would actually do. So we can soften that seam, okay? All right. mark to Y, X, Y, under sleeve to not draw outward, it blending in Y. Okay. It's actually not saying how much is Z,
It's same.
huh?
It's depends on their sleeve, under sleeve measurement.
So we're gonna measure,
Make Z to equal to the under sleeve seam up from the notch. So we have to have a sleeve in order to indicate, to determine that size.
okay, but we don't have a sleeve. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna measure half of it. And to be really honest, it never matches. It's never matches. And especially the one in the back. Can you see it? Never matches. I had to check all my jackets from my closet. And I always have an issue about that. I said, wouldn't it be nice if it matched? And it doesn't match. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna make up something that the book doesn't have. I'm gonna measure from the notch of the underarm to the notch, first notch for the sleeve. And then I'm gonna divide it in half. So this one measures 2 3/4. Half of that. Anybody? 2 3/4. Half of that.
580.
3/8. 1 3/8. Okay? So I'm gonna measure 1 3/8. Okay? And now I'm going to again connect it like we did the front. Okay? So here I'm going to connect it straight, and here I'm going to also connect it straight. Probably when we walk it, this line is going to be longer than that one. And this is when I miss club. I just click on the line, it gives me a measurement, right? But look, from here to here, measures 9. And from here to here, it measures 8 3/4.
Is it?
So when we are going to do the armhole, we're going to close all of these seams to then give the shape, okay? Because that's what we're doing. We're giving shape. So we're going to keep this dart. This is going to be cut out. So right now, this is the front panel. And if you guys remember when we did the notch lapel, we were able to rotate this dart out. Remember? So we're going to do that when we get there. This is the side panel, and this is the back panel. Now, since I've been doing this all on the grain line, I just need to copy the numbers, right? And I will have a grain line in all of these pieces. I know this was too quick. You guys are gonna be bored. Except that now that we did the 3 pieces on the jacket, okay, I want you to make a clean copy of each one of these 3 pieces, but I want you guys to leave enough paper around it because we're gonna continue working on it.
Are we curving that dart at the waist?
Yeah, always.
How much space around each
To
piece?
do it, he's gonna forget. Okay. So I'm gonna put the roller here and I'm blending it in.
And they made a curve line here too.
I did. This one I
No,
did.
the legs of the door.
No, there's no dart. This is going away
But they made
because you're having this piece.
here we made a curve.
Yeah, I did too.
No, these lines.
Oh, for the hip? No. Oh, yeah, it does. You are absolutely right. Thank you. So this is not a straight line. This is also a curved line.
13.
I guess she has a hip. I'll have to do a hip replacement. Okay, so yes. Thank you for bringing that up.
And how much space around the whole thing do you want us to leave?
So that's what I was going to explain. So, remembering how we did the notch color, leave about 4 or 5 inches right here on the center front, and leave yourself about 5, 6 or 7 inches at the top, because we draw the collar on the same piece. Are we okay? On this piece, leave yourself maybe about 4 inches all around, and then in the back, same thing. Because those pieces, now we're going to add the hem, we're going to convert them into our lining, take the facing out, and do all the 21 pieces that this jacket will have. Right now we have 3, and they're not finished. Don't change my name. Okay? Any questions? Fairly simple?